Day continues. A South African climber is getting ready for a massive challenge just after returning from Mount Everest. Now, Sibusiso Vilane is preparing to run the Comrades Marathon. eNCA's Michael Marillier was at the airport when Vilane touched down this morning and joins us now. And what was unique about this particular adventure is he was trying to summit without oxygen. So, as someone who has done Mount Kilimanjaro before, not that there is any comparison between the two,
Sure.
how difficult would it be to summit Everest without the use of cylinders?
So, Jeremy, if you look at the stats, roughly 4,800 people have summited Everest over the past 97 years. 200 of those have done it without oxygen. So that equates to about 3 to 3.5% of all summits have been done without oxygen. If Sibusiso Vilane had done this, he would have been in the really elite group of climbers who have ever tackled this mountain.
Did you ask him what happened?
Yes, I did. And he said that he got to 8,000 meters. So think of that, that's 8 kilometers up. Just a few hundred meters from the summit. He said he had developed a nasty cough, Jeremy, and he just had this niggling suspicion that if he were to go any further, he wasn't 100% sure that he would make it back to that camp. So he decided that he had tested himself to the limit and he wanted to put his family first.
Heartbreaking.
Absolutely heartbreaking, but he did say, you know, he had climbed and summited Everest twice before, as you can see him there. And he said that he really wanted to test his limit. It wasn't so much about the summit, but the physical limits.
The difference between climbing with oxygen and without is marked, I would imagine.
Absolutely. In fact, they say oxygen levels at the summit are 3 times lower than the air you and I are breathing right at this moment. So think about that. You're taking 3 breaths maybe in 10 seconds. When you're at the summit, you're taking maybe 1 breath, half a breath every 10 seconds.
Your body is not only screaming, but I would imagine as well the lack of oxygen is going to have an impact on your cognitive ability.
Absolutely. And officials have stressed that a lot of the deaths on Mount Everest, Jeremy, are actually a result of the fact that you're not getting enough oxygen to your brain. So when someone falls or has an accident, that seems just to be an accident, but often it's a result of people making silly decisions. They're just not thinking straight because the oxygen is not flowing to their heads.
And just quickly, he's now rotating out of that to something where there is going to be a lot more oxygen and perhaps, I don't know, is it easier on the legs? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know.
That's right. In just 2 weeks, Jeremy, he's set to move from the heights of Mount Kilimanjaro, which you saw, sorry, I beg your pardon, Mount Everest, which you saw over there.
You just got Kilimanjaro on the brain. We know you climbed it, Michael, yes.
From Mount Everest all the way down to sea level, Durban, where he'll run 90 kilometers in the Comrades Marathon. And speaking of Kilimanjaro, 2 weeks after running Comrades, Jeremy, he'll lead the Trek for Mandela expedition up Kilimanjaro. The man doesn't stop.
Astonishing story. Michael Marillier, thank you very much indeed.